In the previous session, we have discussed about different types of joins, like cross join. We have discussed, and we have discussed inner join or equi join, left join, right join, full outer join. Also, we have discussed in the previous session. So now, continuation for that. The next type of join we have to discuss here is self join. Self join. The self join analysis when one table is going to be combined with itself, which will be considered as self join. When one table is going to be combined by itself is called as a self join. See, self join is nothing but a table joins with another, I mean, with itself. The table joins with itself is nothing but self join. The syntax: select from table 1 T1. Again, we are going to be write the table 1 on, because here this is a self join. When one table is going to be combined by itself, that will be called as self join. When one table combines itself is called as self join. So the table name, in the previous thing we have taken table 1 comma table 2 like that, but here instead of taking table 2 we need to take table 1 only again. So if you want to place any condition, where condition we can able to pass here. Here the reference and will be display the column names, column 1, column 2, whatever it will be the columns we required we can able to access. Select the columns what we need, we are going to be access from table 1 and table 2, where condition we are going to be represent. Here T1 and T2 are the different table references for the same table. Now we will see the example of this. We will see the example of this. We have the table called as select star from customers. Select star from customers. So this is the data we have here, which is there in the customers table. Now, how many rows of data we have here? 8 rows of data we have here. 8 rows of data we have here. So now select star from customers C1 comma customers C2. So I don't want to place any condition over there. So 8 into 8, 8 is a 64 rows of data we are going to be get here. 64 rows of data it is going to be get here. So if you are placing the condition over here, if you are placing the condition over here, fetch 50 rows. It's okay. No, no, 64 rows. Total 64 rows we have got. So in one table, customers will be having 8 rows. So because of that, 8 into 8, 64 rows it is going to be get. And if I'm applying this where condition from the table, the same table, if we are combining two columns also, then how we are going to be get T1 dot customer ID equal to C2 dot customer ID, c1 dot customer ID, c2 dot customer ID. So when it is going to be joined, customer ID 101 is equals to customer ID 101. So that data only it is going to be get, because of that 8 rows only it is going to be select for us. 8 rows only it is going to be select for us. So that is will be getting when we are applying the wait condition. This is self join. The table when it is going to be joined with itself is called as a self join. So now we will see the next concept. With that joins concept is completed, we have discussed uh, cross join, which is also called as Cartesian product. Inner join or equi join we have discussed. Left join, right join, full outer join we have discussed, and self join. So these are the different types of joins we have, and we are going to be discuss the next topic about the union operator. Union operator. See, union operator, which is used to combine the result set of two or more select statements. Generally, in sets also we are going to be use this union operator. Generally, in the sets also we are going to be use the union operator. In this, each element of set A is going to be, the second set is going to be combined with all the elements what we have in set A. If in both the sets if we have any duplicate elements, then it is going to be display only one time. More than one time it is not going to be displayed. So here also all the rows from both the tables it will combines. If we have more than one row repeated in the table, then it is going to be uh, avoid in displaying that. So only one time it is going to be displayed. That is the purpose of using union operator. See here, every select statement within union must have the same number of columns. Then only it is going to be applied. Then only it is going to be applied. Every select statement within union must have same number of columns and also data types as well. Columns must also have similar data types. Columns must also have similar data types. And also it should be in same order. Columns in every select statement must also be in same order. The syntax of this we'll see. Select column name or column names from table 1, union, select column names from table 2. Select column name from table 1. Union, select column name from table 2. So we'll be getting that. We will see that. When I'm applying the customers, see here, select star from customers. And if I'm seeing the data what we have in orders table, that is, it does not have same number of columns both the tables. In both the tables, it is not having same number of columns. See, here we have 4 columns in customers table. 4 columns we have in customers table. And here if you see, we have only we have only 3 columns in this orders table. Whenever I am applying the union operator, so it is going to be it is not going to be displayed the data. See, select star from customers, union, select star from orders. Select star from customers, union, select star from orders. Query block has incorrect number of result columns. Incorrect number of result columns. So if you see in the customers table, we have 4 columns, and if you see orders table, we have 3 columns. Because of that only, it is going to be displayed this particular error. So these 3 statements, it has to be satisfied when we are applying the union operator. Then it is going to be display the result as per that. So మనం యూనియన్ ఆపరేటర్ అప్లై చేసేటప్పుడు 2 or more సెలెక్ట్ స్టేట్మెంట్స్ ని కంబైన్ చేయడానికి యూజ్ చేస్తాం. అందులో ఉన్న రోస్, టూ టేబుల్స్ లో ఉన్న రోస్ ని కంబైన్ చేయడానికి యూజ్ చేస్తాం. ఇక్కడ ఏంటంటే 2 tables నుంచి మనం 2 tables కి యూనియన్ ఆపరేటర్ అప్లై చేస్తే ఫస్ట్ 2 tables లో కూడా సేమ్ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ కాలమ్స్ అయితే ఉండాలి. ఇంకోటి ఏంటంటే ఆ కాలమ్స్ కూడా సేమ్ డేటా టైప్ తో ఉండాలి, సేమ్ ఆర్డర్ లో ఉండాలి. సో దెన్ ఇట్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ టు బి retrieve that particular data. So I don't have that kind of table. So because of that, what I'll do is select star from customers, union, select star from customers. So we are getting this particular data. So if you see, select star from customers, we are going to get same thing. When we are combining 2 times also, it is going to be get the same thing, because uh, the another time it is going to be repeat the rows what we have given there, but it is not going to be repeat the data. It is not going to be repeat the data here, because we have used union. When we are using the union all instead of union, it is going to be repeat the data. See, the rows will not be repeated here. But whereas here it is going to be repeat this when we are using union all. So we are getting a repetition of rows from both the tables. So union అంటే 2 tables ని కంబైన్ చేసి అన్ని రోస్ డిస్ప్లే చేయడానికి యూజ్ చేస్తాం. ఇఫ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ హ్యావింగ్ ఎనీ డూప్లికేట్ రోస్, ఆల్రెడీ ఒకసారి డిస్ప్లే అయిన రోస్ మళ్ళీ డిస్ప్లే అవుతాయి, ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ గోయింగ్ టు బి కన్సిడర్. అదే యూనియన్ ఆల్ అయితే హౌ మెనీ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ టైమ్స్ ఇఫ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ అవైలబుల్ ఆల్సో, ఇట్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ టు బి display all. So like this we are going to be get here. Value is going to be returns the to be display the duplicate rows also both the tables from both the tables. That is about union operator, union and union all, union operator and union all. If you have any doubt in this, you can ask me. Okay, fine. Next concept we have index. Index of this will be union all. Index. So generally, what is the purpose of using purpose of using index? If we have a content in a textbook, if we have a text content in a textbook, the textbook will be having many pages. In that, if you want to search for one particular content, each and every page, if we want to refer and we want to know whether our required content is there or not, or else in which page we can able to access our required content, will be difficult for us. Will be difficult for us. Instead of that, if we have an index in the textbook, so based on the topic what we required, we can able to search in the index very quickly, and we can able to go with that particular concept easily. For that particular purpose, the index will be helpful for us. In the similar way, here also in the table, for the tables where we have lot of data, for quick accessing of data, we are using the indexes. We are using the indexes. Just for speed up the data, we are using the index. Speed up the accessing of data, we'll be using the indexes. And here for the small tables, for if you want to create index, there is no use of creating index for small tables, because when we have less amount of data, for that if I am applying index again, it is going to be occupy the memory. So that is a wastage of memory. సో జనరల్‌గా చెప్తే, ఇఫ్ వి ఆర్ కన్సిడరింగ్ ఒక టెక్స్ట్ బుక్ 500 పేజెస్ ఉందనుకుంటే, ఆ 500 పేజెస్‌కి ఏదో మనకు కావాల్సిన కంటెంట్ సెర్చ్ చేయాలంటే 500 పేజెస్ మనం సెర్చ్ చేయాల్సొస్తది. 500 పేజెస్ సెర్చ్ చేస్తే, సో మనకు కంటెంట్ కావాల్సింది ఎక్కడో ఉంటుంది. సో అన్ని పేజెస్ రెఫర్ చేసి మనకు కావాల్సిన కంటెంట్ ఎక్కడుందని తెలుసుకోవడానికి చాలా టైం పడుతుంది. అదే ఇండెక్స్ ఉంటే ఇండెక్స్ రెఫర్ చేసుకొని వి కెన్ ఏబుల్ టు ఫైండ్ ఔట్ ఈజీలీ మనకు కావాల్సిన మనకు కావాల్సిన కంటెంట్ ఎక్కడ ఉంది అనేసి. సో అలానే ఇక్కడ ఏంటంటే, ఒక 10 పేజెస్ డాక్యుమెంట్, 15 పేజెస్ డాక్యుమెంట్ ఉందంటే, సో దానికి ఇండెక్స్ మనం క్రియేట్ చేస్తే దెర్ ఈస్ నో యూజ్ ఆఫ్ ఇట్. ఆ 10 పేజెస్ కి ఇండెక్స్ క్రియేట్ చేస్తే మళ్ళీ ఒక పేజ్ ఇండెక్స్ వస్తుంది. సో దట్ ఈస్ అ వేస్టేజ్ ఆఫ్ మెమరీ. సో మనం అక్కడ డేటా క్విక్ గా యాక్సెస్ చేసుకునే పాసిబిలిటీ ఉంది. We'll see how to create indexes and all. Indexes are easy to retrieve than otherwise. When compared to accessing the data normally, we can able to retrieve the data very quickly here. And here users cannot see indexes. They are just used to speed up searches or queries. Syntax we'll see for that. For creating index, create index, index name on table name the respective columns. Create a unique index. To create unique index on a table, that is duplicates duplicate values are not allowed. And the syntax for that is create unique index, index name on table name, column 1, column 2, and so we will see the example of this. This is a customers table. This is a customer table. For customer ID, I would like to create the index now. Customer ID, I will be creating the index now. Create index, index underscore, or will I'll be create the index for customer name on the create index, index name I have given as index underscore customer name, because for the customer name column I would like to create the index. Because of that only I have given the name like that. So that is our choice. But if we are taking the similar name, it will be good for understanding. So customers, we have created the index for this. See, if you see this message, index, index underscore customer name has been created successfully. If you want to create the index for more than one column at a time, we can able to get it. We can able to use like this. What are the columns we have? Customer ID, phone number. Let me consider creating the index for customer name and phone number. Create index, index name phone. I would like to give the name on customers customer name phone number. In a similar way, if you want to drop the index, drop index name, drop index name, drop an index syntax, drop index name. So I would like to drop this index name phone, drop index name phone, drop index name phone. So index has been dropped successfully. So like this, we are going to be create the index, and we can able to um, drop the index as well.